everybody. Oh, let me bring the mic over here. There we go. How are we doing today? You made it. It's Wednesday. We'll just toss those on the ground. How are we doing? Congratulations. You made it halfway through the week. Just a few more days. We're almost at the weekend. How are we doing, everybody? Let's see. Let's get some hellos in. Oh, man. Manic is here. That'll be interesting. HAG, yeah, absolutely. Andrew Tucker is here, says let's go. And out of the gate, hashtag question. You're making this feel like an official Dungeon Coach stream with hashtag question. What do you think of the new names for PD and AD? Let me remember what they are. Oh yeah, precision and area. Okay. I like them. I'm happy with what they're at. It'll probably be a little bit clunky transitioning from the old names to the new names because I got so used to physical defense and mystical defense. But I'm happy. I like precision way more than I do point. Point was upsetting. But yeah, I'm happy with where they're at. They're not the names I personally would have gone with, but I'm not upset with the changes. Yeah, A the Ant is here. Let's go. Manic says, good, at least better than most of what I heard elsewhere. I can't say I would have picked those, but I like the approach TDC made and agree with his reasoning. Exactly. Samuel is here. Hi. Howdy. Feeling kind of stressed for no reason right now, so I'm happy this is happening. I'm sorry to hear that, A the Ant. Hopefully this is a very, hopefully this is an escape from reality, at least for a few hours. Hopefully. I think they're good base/default, and it's easy to make other names if someone wants to. True. Yeah, we'll see. Flame Master is here, says, all right, I made it. Thank you, Flame Master. Thank you. Lunar Pierce is here. Thirst. My misery comes from the cold I'm fighting. Oh, T-Dog, I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully you get over that cold. By the way, I have the hat on. Guys, if you don't know, A the Ant won one of these hats the other day, which was pretty cool, given away by Manic in the Twitch chat. I still need to figure out doing it in the YouTube chat, but we're going to do that once a month. Once a month, we're going to do a little merch giveaway. But in case you want to get one of these for yourself, exclamation point merch in the chat to grab yourself a Swordplay and Sorcery dad hat. They're $25 and they come in black, which is the one I've got right here. We've also got navy, which I think is pretty clean. I like navy. And then my second favorite, maybe first, khaki. I really want to get this one in person just to see, but I really like the look of the khaki one. Not gonna lie. I like that one. I think it's pretty clean. So that's what A the Ant is talking about. The hat. Oh man, we are here. We're doing good. I got so hyped when I heard the music. Oh, that makes me happy. I really like that theme intro. So I love that it's just as exciting for you guys as it is for me. At least now you won't be confused by the difference between mystical and mental in nomenclature. A word. I didn't go to college. That's a word. Yeah. No, I'm excited. I'm excited for some of the clarity that it's going to bring. I am curious to see how much this affects monsters moving forward. Technically, I could start experimenting a little bit, but I think I'm going to wait until the official 0.9.5 comes out, just in case anything does change. But yeah, I'm curious to see how this affects monsters moving forward, as well as player stats moving forward, because we already made version 3 of a Google sheet that we've been using for these conversions and everything. Here, come over here. But yeah, now it's like, well, we might have to switch them up, but that's okay. If we have to switch up the stats to fit where DC20 is at currently, that's fine by me. All right, so as you guys know, we're going to be doing the HAG tonight, and this is from the 2025 Monster Manual for Dungeons and Dragons. And we did a vote last stream, so if you weren't here for that vote, sorry to hear it, but a majority voted that we're going to start doing some of these monsters off stream to start speeding through the book. But whenever we get to a big monster or a classic monster, they're going to be stream worthy. So two of them that I almost have done but didn't get finished in time before the stream started. The two stat blocks were the HAG, which is like, it's that thing. I know the camera's probably blown out, but it's that thing. And then the Arcanoloth. All right. But today's an HAG, and this is a massive, massive stat block. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm probably thinking about doing a poll, because I only have my stats up to level 10 in my Google sheet, and I kind of feel like I should maybe look into making these go to level 20, which means numbers will get bigger. But I mean, that's the case, right? That's the case. How soon after the 0.9.5 release will DC Crypt adapt monster sheets for new defenses? My understanding is that is something actively in the works. I want to say that's actively in the works, but I think the plan is to release it with 0.9.5, but I feel like I read that Manic was working on that right now. So I would imagine not too soon, but we'll see. I guess it depends, like I said, how much it changes the monsters. Correct. It is being worked on right now alongside some refactoring. Boom, from the source. It's being worked on right now. Yes, some level 20 monster stats. Okay, so let's actually do a poll on this. Which it might extend the length of this stream before we get to the HAG, but I want to know your guys' thoughts. So we're going to make a poll. Do we get our stats up to date for the HAG, or keep them as is? So our first option is going to be keep them as is, and our second one is going to be update them. And this is going to be on the YouTube chat. So the poll is going to live. Must contain between what? What do you mean? Oh my god, it keeps adding options. No. Okay, there we go. And boom, the poll is live. So let me show you guys what exactly I'm talking about. So our Google sheet, this is what our stats are looking like right now. We only have them up to level 10, and oh, someone's honking their horn. Yeah, we only have them up to level 10. We don't have them up to level 20, and there are technically monsters that go past level 20, like the HAG, but so yeah, I just figured I'd ask you guys, do we want to keep using what we've been using and then update when 0.9.5 comes, or do we want to attempt updating tonight and then oh my god, I shouldn't be yawning. I slept in so long today. Oh my gosh. Let's see what the poll is saying. Let's see where we're at. With 6 votes out of 7 viewers, we are at 100% update them. I think that's fair to say you guys want to update some stats. Stop yawning. You're right. My bad. I'll get that fixed. I don't know which way to vote. Well, Manic, you could try to vote keep them as is, but I have a feeling at update them just one. I have a feeling. So we're going to end the poll. We're going to update these stats, and then we're gonna move into the HAG. So, you get to watch me as I struggle through Google Sheets again, because I am not great at this kind of programming. So I'm gonna put these down here for now. Boop. And let's go ahead and clear all this. Delete cells. And shift up. I don't know. Sure. Oh, that's what that is. Control C. All right. If anyone is actually proficient in Google Sheets, can someone tell me how I can just like take these cells and then just drag them somewhere else? Like, how do I do that? I would love to just do that. Okay. So I guess for now, I'm just going to take these and move them. There was a problem. What? What do you mean? What do you mean? Boom. Control C. Control V. And we'll just delete these. You know what? That's not actually going to do anything, is it? Select them all. Mouse over the border until you get the hand, I think. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Oh my gosh, Manic. Oh, yep, that was it. That was exactly it. Numbers go burr. Exactly. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. All right. So I'm going to copy these. Control C, Control V. And then we're just going to update these accordingly. And then we're going to have to figure out all of this math again. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right. So the action points are just going to be 4. That's not going to change. But we do need to change these. Let's see. How did this work again? So we had 3 plus 4 plus 4 plus 5 plus 5 plus 7 plus 7, 8, 8, 9. And then we went to 10. So I'm guessing we do 11. Whoops. Whoops. That's not what I want. No, Control Z. I'm guessing we do 11, 11, 12, 12. 12, 12, 13, 13. Is it 4, 5? Oh, wait, we just skip over 6. It's 4, 5. So this would be 14, right? Remember that correctly? 14. 14. I have no basis for this other than patterns. That's all I'm going off of here. 15. 15, and this one would be 16, and then this would be 17. Okay, I think that's how we do it. I think. Let me see. 4, 4, 5, 5, 7, 7. So then we get 11, 11, 12, 12. We skip 13 for 14, 14. 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 10. I think. Looks good, only time will tell. I think you're right, Flame Master. This is the point of homebrew. You just kind of wing it. You just kind of wing it and hope it works. Okay. Let's go ahead and let's get the health points up. Minion has been pretty straightforward, as you can see. You're just going up a single digit each time. So we're going to take these. We're going to copy, paste. Oh, wait. Oops. No. We need level 1. There we go. Okay, so I'm pretty sure this would just be 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. The pattern for low rank HP is +2, +3. The pattern for low rank is +2, +3. Oh, I see. Okay. All right, you might actually be coming in clutch. This might go by way faster than I thought it would. Knock on wood, because last time I said that in the last stream, I got screwed. Okay, so it was +2. Okay. Then it was 3. Then it was 2, 3. I see what you're saying. Okay. So 12, then we got 3, then we got 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2. So this would be 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52. We got 55. Then we got 57. Okay. Okay, there we go. You're stalking me on the... Oh, is that you? Are you the anonymous orange? Or no, anonymous quagga? What is a quagga? I don't know what that is. All right. So we got that. Next up, we're going to go with medium tier. Like I said, it's just patterns. That's how I made this sheet. It's just based off of patterns I've been seeing in other documents. Literally it. All right. What is the pattern for this? Is this one literally just 5s? Okay, this one's literally just 5s. Okay, so this one's going to be 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, 105, 110, 115. Wait, 10, 15. Okay, then starting at level 1, it's 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 75, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. And then 105, 110, 115. Solo is 10. You're right, solo is 10. Let's go ahead and knock solo out since we know that one. So let's take this. Let's go ahead and do that. That's going to be 145, 155, 165, 75, 85, 195, 205, 215. Whoops, that was way too high. 225, then 235. Okay. All right, let's go with the high right now. This one also looks like it's by 5s maybe. So let's start with level 1. So 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. That one's also by 5s. Super easy. So we'll do doom. Okay, so we'll do 75, 85. Whoops, help. 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, 105, 110, 115, 120. Okay. And then something tells me level 20 solo monsters will be so hard to beat. It's looking that way. Only, like Flame Master said, only time will tell. I know as soon as 0.9.5 releases, we're probably going to have to adjust this again. And then looks like this is also by 5s. Okay, so this is pretty straightforward. Pretty easy. So we'll start with this. We'll do 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, 105, 115, 110, 115, 120, 125. So all of these should be going up by 5. So 15, 20, 25, 10, 15, 20, 25. Okay. With the exception of this. That one just kind of goes up crazy style. Imagine if the solo was like +5, +10, the option I liked but wasn't chosen for this. Wild. All right, let's go ahead and get our physical defense up. So this one, I believe, kind of follows a similar pattern. Actually, I don't know. Let's see. Let's start with level 1, right? So we got 12, 12, 13, 13, 15, 15, 16, 16, 17. Okay, so it follows the same thing that we did in the beginning. So we're going to copy this, bring it down. So we got 17, 18. So this would be 19, 19, 20, 20. Then it should be 22, 22. And then 23, 23, 24, 25. Right? 1, 2, 12, 13, 15, 16, 17. Okay, yeah. So then is it the same for this? Yes, it is. Okay. So we're going to do the same thing with our MD, which I guess now is not MD. We'll call it something else later. All right, so this will be 18, 18, 19, 19, 20, so that's 21, 21, 22, 22, 23, 24. Interesting how these get caught up pretty fast. Oh wait, hold on. It jumps up in a way that the others didn't. Hold on. Because it goes 10, 10, 10. Then it jumps up 2. Then it jumps up 2. Okay, yeah, that's a different one. That's a different pattern. Okay. Okay, so our first one is going to be 18, 18. Then it's going to be 19, 19. 19, 19. And then it's going to be 10, 12, 13, 14. So then we skip 2. So that'd be 20, 21. So 22. What? $23.
Pythagorean says, just add 9.
Just add 9? Is it literally just 9? 9 to whatever the current number is? You're probably right. You got it wrong. I believe it. Let's go all the way back. Okay. So we're just adding 9 to this. Is that actually what it is? Okay. So that'd be 18, 18, 19, 19, 21, 21, 21, 21. That'd be 24, right? Yeah, 24. 24, 24. What? 25. 26. What? Wait, so mystical defense would pass Yo, Ryan, what's up, dude? How are you doing today? Mystical defense ended up passing physical defense. Okay, this pattern is weird. I thought you were telling me add 9 because you had the pattern. Okay, here. Let me do what I did last time. Okay, so we just add 1. So it's literally we add 1. Then we add 1. 1. Okay, I see the pattern. I didn't realize how weird it was. Okay. So the way it's gonna work, right? So we're gonna have these two right here, right? So it's gonna be these two. So that means we're gonna go up one number, so 18, 18. So this would be, the defenses probably wouldn't scale that hard in late game. I have no idea. I would hope not. I don't know. So we have 18, 18. And then we have 19, 19. So it'd be these ones. I'm putting down 1s to check them off. 19, 19. Let's see. Then we jump 2. So 2, 2. So then we did 19, 19. So that'd be 21, 22. No, 20, 21. So that'd be 21, 21. Okay. And then we jump 3. 3. So it goes 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. Okay. So then this would be 24. 24. And then it's 25, 26. That's interesting. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. The defenses probably wouldn't scale that hard late in the game. Not too bad. Wondering which of the many half-started projects I should work on next. What are your options? I guess that's the real thing. Okay, so we have our physical defense and mystical defense updated, soon to be precision and area, which I'm sure will be different. In fact, I already kind of know it's going to be a little different. We're going to drag these back up. And now let's get our damage sorted out. So we're going to take this and then just kind of update these numbers just for formality. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Minion. What kind of pattern do we have with minions? We got 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5. So 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10. Easy. Easy pattern. It's add 1 every other number. So 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6. Interesting. Boss and solo are the same. Boss and solo are the same. Okay. So you said it's add 1 for every number. Every other number. Okay, so we're talking about low, or are you talking about the minion? I think you're talking about minion. So next up would be 6. So next up would be 7. 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10, 11, 11, right? All of them, they all follow the pattern. Ah, they all follow the pattern. Add 1 every other number. Yeah, okay. DC20 cards, 5e monster manual to DC20 conversion, making audio versions of an RPG board game storybook, planning out a 3D printer tabletop riser are the options, at least the ones I remember. I would wait on DC20 cards, making audio versions, planning out a 3D printer tabletop. I would say either a tabletop, like the 3D printed tabletop, or 5e monster manual, but I'm a little biased.
Athayan says, each difficulty is the previous one but shifted up once.
But shifted up once. Oh, interesting. But shifted up once. Okay, I think I see what you mean. So 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6. 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7. Oh, okay. So here, I wonder if it would be easier then to just take this, put that down here, because it's 4, 5, 5, 6, 6. But then it goes. Now I'm going to do it one at a time, except solo. Okay. So solo is different. Okay. 2, 2, 2, 3. Okay. So this should be, but do we start with 6 or move on to 7, I guess is the question. I'm gonna do that. So 6, we do 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10, 11. Okay. Let's try that. 6, start with 6. Yay! So then this one would start with 7. So, whoops, not 77. 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10, 11, 11. Okay. Whoa! Whoa! I didn't mean to do that. So this would be 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10, 11, 11, 12. Boom. Boom. Okay. We got 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10, 11, 11, 12, 12. And then solo is different. So what's the pattern with solo? So level 1, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8. Right? Solo equals boss. Oh, solo just equals boss? You're right. Solo does just equal boss. Okay. This is our new table we're going to go off of for our level 20 monsters. If anyone has any questions, any critiques, let me know. Now is the time. Once again, this thing is probably going to change once 0.9.5 comes out. We'll get some new calculations probably, but this is what we're working with for now. As you can see, the numbers get a little bit higher. They sure do. But we also have to remember our heroes are going to get super powerful. And for our higher numbers like the boss and solo, ideally the solo is just one guy going against your entire party at max level. Hey, the Ant, thank you for hanging out. Thank you for helping with the pattern recognition. Thank you for that. Okay, guys, let's start this Arch Hag, shall we? We're gonna go over to DC Crit. If you want to participate in this awesome website or support the development of it, exclamation point DC Crit in the chat. It'll take you to Manek's Patreon page where you can directly support Manek's work, all the hard work going into this server. It's wonderful. I love it. I love this website. It truly does feel like the D&D Beyond of DC20. Andrew says the thing with numbers is there are an infinite amount to choose from. That's deep. That's deep. That hurt my brain a little bit. Okay, here we go. So we're going to create a new monster. And then we're going to call this the Arch Hag 2025. I don't remember if it's in the previous one or not. Be like Jesus and save often. And now we're going to scroll down and immediately we're going to add some things to it. So I'm going to close the draft, go back to monsters and my monsters, and we're going to add the things that are the that tell us about its terrain and habitat and things like that. We don't have any tables, do we? We do have a table. We do have a table to incorporate. Okay. So we're going to create a new draft, and then I'm just going to steal all of this text, and we're just going to copy and paste it. That's all we're going to do. Abort changes. So monsters, my monsters, scroll all the way down to the Arch Hag, edit draft, and then we're going to go down to description, paste, and boom. So real quick, let's read about the Arch Hag. What is it that we're building? Okay. So the Arch Hag, or the Hag of Forbidden Secrets and Magical Malice. Ooh. Immortal and unpredictable, Arch Hags hoard secrets and strike magical bargains, altering fate to indulge their fickle whims. These timeless schemers pursue the secrets of the multiverse and work strange magic in pursuit of their indestructible goals. Arch Hags are unpredictable, self-interested, and greedy, with bizarre fascinations and affections. Nevertheless, they often make deals to further their plots. These hags are fonts of secret knowledge, particularly lore regarding forbidden magic and multiversal secrets. They might share their knowledge, but their secrets always have a price. In trade for their secrets, Arch Hags might request peculiar errands, valuable magic items, or preternatural currency, like one's memories, a year of one's life, or the ability to cry. The ability to cry. That's wild. Most archhags avoid battle, but if forced to fight, they unleash dangerous magic such as spectral claws, arcing lightning, and mind-bending spells. An archhag can curse other magic users, confounding the spellcaster's incantations and forcing the spellcasters to say the opposite of what they mean. Hold on. My screen. My screen just vanished. It is now playing a Windows 10 ad. That was weird. That was really weird. Okay, it's back. I'd give up the ability to cry in a heartbeat. That's so real. Each archhag has a unique weakness tied to a fateful encounter the hag had in the past or something that embodies the antithesis of the hag's magic. A hag goes out of its way to keep the vulnerability a secret. Although an archhag isn't physically harmed by its weakness, it can be destroyed only while its weakness is nearby. Roll on or choose a result from the archhag anathemas help table to inspire an archhag's weakness. And then we have a little bit about their layers and so forth. Okay, so we're gonna make this, we're gonna update this. So our habitat is any. So we're just gonna update this to just say any. Our treasure is Arcana. So that's what our treasure type is gonna be categorized as. And then this table is called the Archhag Anathemas. I don't know how to say that. I didn't go to college. Archhag Anathemas. Oops. Themas. Yeah, sure. And this is 1d10. The Archhag's weakness is. So 1d10. The Archhag's weakness, whoops, is ... Oh, weakness, help. Okay, so 1, the bones of the Archhag's first love. Jeez Louise, that's dark. Okay, the bones of the Archhag's first love. That's actually insane. Okay. A devil's tear. Okay. A devil's tear. Okay. The third one, an egg with a miniature castle inside. What? An egg with a miniature castle inside. That's so weird. I love it. Okay, our fourth one is a flower that blooms only when time stops. A flower that blooms only when time stops. Okay. The fifth one is a gift from the hag's twin. A gift from the hag's twin. The sixth one is the multiverse's worst pun. Oh my god, I love that. The multiverse's worst pun. That's really funny. I like that one. One of the hag's missing teeth. One of the hag's missing teeth. Snow from the top of Mount Celestia. Snow from the top of... Well, I guess we can't say Mount Celestia, right? That's a D&D thing. Or this is supposed to be DC20. So, we're gonna say... snow from the top of the highest mountain. We'll say that. Number 9. A star pulled from the sky. That one's pretty hardcore. A star pulled from the sky. And then number 10, a thread from the Lady of Pain's robes. Whoa! What just happened? The website just crashed. Oh no. I press one button on my computer and everything goes down. Oh no. Are we still live? Lost track of time. Did I miss anything important? I hope not. We're finding out. Everything just kind of like stopped. Oh man, that entire thing disappeared. Oh no, let me reset this. Oh no. The HAG has gotten into the system. It really did. Ah. Ah man, that wasn't even a DC crit thing. That was just my system. It just crashed. That was unfortunate. Oh man, what was this one called? The Arch HAG weaknesses. I don't know why I have to pick the word anathemas. Oh man. That's insane. Oh man. How you guys doing? How you guys holding up? The Arch HAG's weakness is ... I think I might just do this part later. We'll go back to the stat block and then we'll do that. We'll mess with the table later. I don't feel like redoing it immediately. The HAG did get the system. That was insane. Okay, so as far as the Arch HAG go, this is a large Fae. So we're gonna say this is a large Fae. We don't know the role or rank yet. We're probably gonna discover that as we build it. So I'm just gonna leave that be for now. The system knew I was late and started over. Liam, you are both a good luck charm and a curse, I suppose. Welcome to the stream, Liam. Glad to have you here. All right, we do know that this is a level, technically 21. So we're going to say level 20. This is going to be technically our first level 20 monster with the updated stats. So level 20. As far as rank goes, you fight the HAG in their lair. Each Arch HAG creates a magical home such as a hidden demiplane, a mansion atop a storm cloud, or, in the case of the Arch HAG, Baba Yaga, a hut atop giant chicken legs. Creatures, excluding the HAG and its allies within 1 mile of the lair, subtract 1d10 from any ability checks they make when they make an influence action. I'm going to say this is a solo monster. I'm going to say an Arch HAG is a solo monster. So, level 20 solo is 235 health points. We're starting off strong, gang. We are starting off strong. Actually insane. Oh my god, we have a bot in the chat. Best viewers on streamboo.com. I removed the space. Ooh hoo hoo hoo. Get banned, loser. Get banned, loser. See ya. Get out of here. Bro got deleted. A solo witch. That's what I'm thinking. Which would mean our physical defense and mystical defense for level 20 are going to be 25 and 26. Whoop, there we go. Boop. There we go. And we may have to adjust this later because prestige is a thing in DC20. Had me panicking there for a second. No. It wasn't the website. It was me. I accidentally somehow closed out of everything, and that was unfortunate. All right. So our might, agility, charisma, and intelligence are for the most part going to be a 1-to-1. So for might, we're going to take what the strength modifier is from D&D, as well as the con modifier, and that's what our might score is going to be. And since saves are gone, like you don't pick 2 saves anymore, if it has a save modifier, I'm just adding that. So that's what we're going to do. Posted some text in the Discord for you to copy and paste. You did not. Did you pull through like that again? Oh my god. Guys, W Ninja. W Ryan. W Ryan. Oh my god, this stream is going to be so much easier. Thank you, Ryan. Oh my goodness. You have no idea how much that helps. Oh man. Okay. So, strength, we have a modifier of 7, and our constitution is a modifier of 6. So, I'm going to say that, I mean, that is 13, but is it really going to be 13? What do we think? Do we think 13 or 10 for our might? 13 or 10. I'm going to leave it up to you guys. Agility is just going to be whatever our dex is. So that's going to be a 2. But our modifier is insane. Our modifier is insane, actually. We preview the draft. Woo! Woo! Okay. But our might and con were basically the same, so I'm just going to say it was a 6. So we got 13, a 2. Our charisma is going to be a 7 as well. I'm going to say 7. I'm going to say 7. Our intelligence is going to be, or I guess our intelligence and wisdom, it's going to be basically 8. So we're going to say 8. But as far as our save goes, we have a 4 and an 11. So let's say 7. Crazy. So we got some crazy stats right off the bat. Absolutely crazy. I think we can lower the save. Lower might to 10 maybe. I'm better with that. I'm a little more comfortable with that. Okay. So, let's get some skills out of the way, shall we? Okay. So our skills, bring this book back. We're going to have Deception 14. Yeah, okay, so we got Deception, Perception, and Persuasion. So let's start with Deception, which is going to be Influence. All right, so our Influence is going to be... that comes from Charisma. Yeah, that comes from Charisma. So our Charisma, which is 7, maxed out. So 7 plus 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So 17. So we got a 17 for our Influence. Next up is, what was it? Perception? We don't have Perception. We have Awareness in DC20. So that's going to fall under our Prime, which will be high to our highest attribute, which is 10. So that's going to be 10 plus 10. That will be a 20. Boom. All right, and then we have Persuasion, which is also Influence. So we're not even going to touch that one. So there we go. Senses. We have True Sight, 60 feet. So we're going to say we have True Sight, 60 divided by 5 is 12. So we're going to say 12 spaces. All right, and then next up we have Passive Perception, which is Passive Awareness. So we're going to say Passive Awareness. And that's going to be 10 plus our Awareness. So that means that's going to be a 30. Passive Awareness of 30. Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. Andrew says, who else likes that the new character sheet has a spot for bloodied and well-bloodied? I'm going to be honest. I saw that on the sheet. I forgot I forgot they were in the game. My party, my table, we've never used bloodied or well bloodied ever. I totally forgot that those were things in the game. 100%. It's cool that they're there. I just forgot. Resistances. We're resistant to cold, fire, and psychic. So we're going to drop down and select cold. Resistant or immune? No, we're resistant. So let's say, what do you think? Half? So we're resistant to cold, fire, and psychic. Fire and psychic. I am kind of tempted because it has such high health to not do half and just say it's resistant 1. But I don't know. If you guys feel like it should be resistant 1 or resistance 2, you'll let me know. Vulnerabilities. Do we have any vulnerabilities? Not yet. Conditions. We are immune to some conditions. So the first one coming up is Charmed, Exhaustion, and Frightened. Alright, so we're Charmed, Immune. Charmed, Exhaustion, and Frightened. Frightened. Immune. DC reference of the day. DC reference of the day. DC reference of the day. Uh-oh. Did I miss a DC reference? Are we talking about Dungeon Coach? Or are we talking about DC? It didn't go through. I'm scared. What are we talking about? I don't know. Languages. All. Just all languages. I guess if you're studying the multiverse, I guess all languages would come in handy. Okay. So that's what we've got so far. This is a pretty powerful monster. Maybe one of the most powerful we've done. Pretty insane, actually. I think because Tiamat, we didn't have the level 20 stats. We just made Tiamat a level 10. So we might have to update Tiamat, honestly. Let's go to features, shall we? Let's see. So we have Coven Magic. So we're just going to copy and paste this. Control C and Control V. And this is called Coven Magic. While within 30 feet, already we're going to change that. While within 6 spaces of at least 2 HAG allies, the HAG can cast one of the following spells requiring no material components. Using the spells normal casting time and using intelligence as their spellcasting ability. Do we know if that's how spells work in the game? I can't remember. They have material components, right? Yeah, let me look at these spells real quick. Because the spells are about to get a giant overhaul. So, do they even say anything like... I don't think we have anything like somatic or anything like that at the moment. Coven Magic might just be a little redundant for me. I guess YouTube won't like me post the Red Lantern Oath. Oh, it was in the YouTube chat and it didn't go through? I wonder if it was something I had to approve. I don't even see the message. I don't even see like it hidden for me to approve. Not the Red Lantern Oath. Here, let's get some good vibes in, since you brought in the Red Lanterns. In brightest day, in blackest night, no evil shall escape my sight. Let those who worship evil's might beware my power, Green Lantern's light. Let's get that out of the way. Green Lantern gang all the way. Honestly, I think I might get rid of Coven Magic. Because without using the spell's normal casting time and using intelligence as... Because material components, not really a thing right now. Using the spell's normal casting time, I mean, why wouldn't you anyways? And using intelligence as the ability thing, we already have that, right? So, I'm gonna get rid of this one for now. I think they have material components, but they won't be GP materials. Well, here's the thing. If we're basing it off of the current thing of spells, I don't see anything where it's like, hey, you need this to cast it. Spells moving forward? Very possibly. Very, very possibly. But as of right now, the only thing they cost are action points and mana points. So, yeah, I'm going to get rid of Coven Magic for now. We might come back to that, but I don't see a reason to have it at the moment. Let's see what's next up on the docket, though. Legendary Resistance. That's immediately just going to go into our Apex features, so we'll do that there later. Magic Resistance. Uh-oh. What is Magic Resistance? Let's copy that and paste it over. Let's see what we got. This is for Magic Resistance. The HAG has advantage on saves against spells and other magical effects. Ooh. Magic Resistance. Wait, is that how you spell resistance? Resistance. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we'll keep this one as is. The HAG has advantage. So we type that as what? ADV? Advantage on saves. We don't have saving throws. We have saves against spells and other magical effects. Boom, we have our first feature. There it is. All right, our next one is Spiteful Escape. Ooh, this one's a long one. Okay. Control C, Control V. This one's called Spiteful Escape. Okay, let's see what we got here. When the HAG drops to 0 health points. Alrighty, we're going to change that. It drops to 0 health points. It dies only if it is within 30 feet. So 6 spaces. 6 spaces of its anathema. A thing the GM chooses as the HAG's. And that's the thing that we rolled on the table. Most hated thing. Otherwise, the HAG drops to 1 health point and teleports to a harmless demiplane, and it can't return to the plane it left for 2d6 days. That's kind of funny. Okay. Let's go ahead and just bold 2d6, because why not? When the HAG teleports away, each creature within 60 feet, so 12 spaces. Whoops. Within 12 spaces of it left, each creature within 12 spaces of the space it left is cursed. Jeez. Okay, so is cursed. Until the curse ends, a creature has disadvantage. Okay, so we're going to say disadvantage on ability checks and saving throws, and the HAG knows its location anywhere in the multiverse. Okay. On ability checks. So what do we say? Skill checks? On skill checks and saves. Yeah, on checks and saves. How about that? And the HAG knows its location anywhere in the multiverse. That's actually insane. Coven magic could replace the spell school tag of the spells they cast. Don't know if there is anything mechanical about that. The Coven magic could replace the spell school tag of the spells they cast. So I mean, there's a little bit about that in DC20, right? So we got like for example, I'm pulling up a spell right now. That's the wrong document. Like Gust. Destruction, Cantrip. You have Grease. It's Conjuration. Heal, Restoration. So like, there's things like that that are in the pre-made spell list, and then Coach has been doing live streams where they're fine-tuning the spells. I'm very far behind on that, and I can't even fully speak to that because that's a Patreon thing, right? It's not really a public thing. So I'm not sure how it would work yet. Spells are kind of tricky because they have to just kind of refer to the spells that are in the pre-made spell list, because we don't have all the details of spells yet. But we will, just probably late this year from what it sounds like. I think it'll be earlier, but late this year for sure. All right, was that our last feature aside from Coven Magic? It was. So let's see what else we got. So we have 4 action points, and then we had legendary resistance. So 4 a day or 5 in a layer. So let's say we have 4 legendary action points. A monster can spend any number of legendary action points at the end of any PC's turn. These reset after each round of combat. Make it TBA. Make it TBA? TBA. What is TBA? To be announced? What is TBA? The details of all the spells don't exist yet. Even Coach doesn't have them. Yeah. Yeah. All we know is that we're narrowing down like the categories of spells. That's about it. All right. So let's see what our attack modifier is, because that's about to be insane, actually. Our attack check is going to be 17. 17. Our save DC, right, is going to be a combat mastery plus prime. Or no, our save DC is combat mastery plus prime. Okay, so that's going to be 10 plus our check. So that's going to be a save DC of 27. There's not really a great way to play test this right now, right? You just kind of have to be like, I mean, theoretically, maybe, you know what we could do, what we could try to do, right? We could try opening Foundry, building a character, and seeing what level 20 stats would look like. We could try that. That's about it. And then our speed. What is the speed of our HAG? Our speed is 40 feet. So that's going to be 8. So a little faster than usual. That's kind of freaky. Okay. And let's see what we got for actions. We have a multi-attack, which we're going to ignore because this is DC20. And our first one is going to be a Spectral Claw. Spectral Claw. So let's go ahead and add that. Spectral Claw. It is a melee or ranged attack roll. It has a reach of 10 feet. Or a range of 60 feet. It does 17 force damage. If the target is a large or smaller creature, it has the prone condition. Okay, so we're going to make an add-on for this, right? So we have Spectral Claw. We're going to go over here and go to Formatting. And this is going to be a melee martial attack. Let's see, Control. Oops. So let's see, Control C. But this said melee or ranged. melee, martial attack, or ranged martial. Let's just say melee or ranged martial attack versus physical defense, X damage type. So that's how much damage are we doing at this level? We're solo. We're doing 12. We're doing 12 points of damage. I really want to test this. I really want to play test this. Like, how does this work? 12 force damage. 12 force damage. That's actually insane. See y'all later. Samuel, thank you for hanging out. I hope you had a blast and hope to see you around soon. Thank you. All right. Now we get to add our condition though. Let's add a condition. So condition, let's call this prone. If the target is a large or smaller creature, if the target is considered large or small, ... condition action. All right. So action, it's gonna be, what do we save for prone? Let's go to features, enhancement, physical save. Failure, it's knocked prone. Easy enough. Physical save. Let's see, doom. Let's see, failure. Doom. The target is knocked prone. All right, so we got Spectral Claw, melee or ranged martial attack versus physical defense, 12 force damage. If the target is considered large or small, physical save. Failure, the target is knocked prone. And you know what? Just for funsies, I'm gonna bold the 12 in force damage, just to make it easy. Force damage doesn't exist in DC20. Oh, you're right. It's sonic damage. Sonic damage. Boom. So, sonic damage, if the target is considered large or small, the target is knocked prone. Okay, I think we got it. What's our next one? Crackling Wave. Dexterity saving throw, DC22. Each creature in a 60-foot cone. Failure, 32 lightning damage. Success, half damage. Failure or success, the target is cursed until the end of the hag's next turn. The target can't take reactions until the curse ends. Absolutely insane. Let's figure out how we make this in DC20. So we're going to hit Control C, Control V, and we're going to call this Crackling Wave. Yeah, Crackling Wave. Dexterity saving throw, DC22, each creature in a 60-foot cone. Failure, 32, lightning damage, success. Alright, so we need to just make this. Well, here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. If this is going to be, eventually when we format this for new monsters, this is going to be targeting the area defense, right? So they're either going to take all the damage or they're going to take half the damage if it's the area defense, right? But that's not the case, and we have a curse. So we're going to make this just straight up damage. And we're actually going to raise up the action points for this. And then, yeah. Okay, so let's get our format. So let's go down here. This is a ranged spell attack. Ooh-doo-doo-doo. So let's go ahead and paste that here. Mana point effect. Ranged spell attack versus mystical defense. 30. What was it? A 60-foot cone. Okay, so 12 space cone. Cone. 12 lightning damage. So 12 lightning damage. Okay. So now we're gonna get rid of all of this part. Failure, lightning, success, half damage. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. So now we have failure or success. The target is cursed until the hag's next turn. The target can't take reactions until the curse ends. Okay. So we're just going to call this condition that we're going to add on called curse. 12 damage. What level is it? Hi, by the way. Hello, by the way. How do you say it? Lamantia? How you doing? This is a game called DC20. This is level 20. So we're experimenting with stats for the highest level. Specifically in level 20, this is what we call a solo boss monster. A solo monster. So it has an absurdly high health count. No other monsters are meant to be thrown in with it. It's just supposed to be the party versus the hag, right? Or the arch hag. A boss would mainly be the boss and maybe one or two minions. And then everything else would maybe have some more people fighting with them. But solo monster, really high health because you're only going against them. And we're experimenting because right now their damage is going to be, for level 20, 12 points of damage. Which is absolutely insane. Yeah, I'm a backer. Have seen a few of your vids. Oh, I appreciate that. I take it you're very excited for the game. I'm way too excited about it. But yeah, we're trying to figure out the Arch Hag. We're converting it from the 2025 Monster Manual to DC20. So now we're adding a condition. We're going to call this curse. If I don't add a description, will it just say curse? Oops. Okay, so what if I don't do that? What if I get rid of that and I just say curse? Oh, I see. Okay. So we're going to call this curse. Let's see. So we'll say I don't know what to say for the flavor text. Let's see. This has them make a dexterity saving throw to avoid getting hit. But then they just get cursed, right? But we don't have... I guess this would just target their mystical defense. So I would go to formatting. Probably just a mystical save. Yeah. I'd say mystical save for now, which I know there's new language that we got to get used to. We'll get to that when it comes out. So we'll say mystical save. So we'll say failure. Whoops. Failure, like me. Bum, bum, bum. Where did it go? Let's see. The target is cursed until the end of the Arch Hag's next turn. The target can't take reactions. Wow. Until the curse ends. That's insane. So Crackling Wave, 2 points. It's a mana point effect, so ranged spell attack versus mystical defense. 12 space cone, 12 lightning damage. which I'm gonna, whoa, everything shifted over. Why to do that? There we go. 12 lightning damage. Curse. Mystical save. Failure. The target is cursed until the end of the Archhag's next turn. I don't have any description for cursed, so it's just going to be that, I guess. Maybe the Arch Hag attempts to curse the target. Sure, we'll say that. We'll say that. Okay, so that's our Crackling Wave. Next up is Spellcasting. Oh, jeez. The Hag casts one of the following spells requiring no material components and using Charisma as a spellcasting ability. At will, it has Detect Thoughts, Dimension Door, Dispel Magic, Hypnotic Pattern, Mass Suggestion, Modify Memory, Plane Shift. I love when we have to convert spells to DC20. I love it. I'm gonna crash out. T and Tori's here! Hi, sorry I'm late. We were doing yoga. Come here, chat. Howdy. You already know the drill. T and Tori's in the chat. T and Tori has a superior channel and made a really, really sweet, heartfelt video about DC20 the other day. Also, a really dope stream that's a solo play of Legend of Zelda with DC20. If you don't subscribe, I will find you. Do I need to say the rest? I didn't think so. Ugh. Big stretch. That was close up. I don't know what you're talking about. So wait, sorry, did you say yoga? Did you say yoga? I've always wanted to try yoga, but I'm afraid I would hurt myself in the process. I just started kind of getting health back into better shape slowly. And that's already a challenge. I have a pack of Oreos right next to me that are screaming my name. But we're converting an Archhag from DC20, from D&D to DC20, and we're experimenting because for the first time, I actually updated the Google Sheets doc to have level 20 stats, and the numbers are high, and I don't have a great way to play test them yet. So we'll be seeing about that. We might try something after we make the Archhag. We might go into Foundry and make a character to see what the 20 stats would be. Maybe. We'll see. Okay. So we have to make a decision here because this thing has a spell list, right? And I'm of the opinion of we can just make spells part of the actions. And we'll see, right? We do have a bonus action, Witch Strike, which I think I've actually already converted. So if I go to features, go down to Wispy. No! I guess I didn't. I thought I did. I thought I made it already. Jinx, mine, seeking protected water shield, golden sand, pursuit. No, I didn't. Oh well. Yeah, we do yoga in the evenings now. We also do a 30-minute walk each day, well, most days, so we don't look like hags. That's funny. I would love to go walk here in Texas, but here's the situation, right? I never feel like walking down the apartment stairs. If I lived on like a first floor, I think I'd be much more inclined to go do it because we have a college really close by that we could go on walks. But I'm too lazy to go down the apartment stairs. That's my main flaw with walking. Okay. So I think we're going to try to convert some of these spells into actions. Because here's the ones that we have at will. We have Detect Thoughts, Dimension Door, Dispel Magic, and Hypnotic Pattern, and then 2 each day. So the 2 for each day, we have Mass Suggestion, Modify Memory, and Plane Shift. So I think what I might do is here. Let me actually change this around. Whoops. Let me open up another DC Crit tab and pull up our Strahd. Strahd and the Mind Flayer, I think, have some things that might be of help to us. Where's Strahd? Where's he at? Oh, right. Strahd was made before I put creatures in DC Crit. Daggummit. Daggummit. That changes things. We might just have to suck it up. Okay. Alright. Alright. Lap it up I shall. Alrighty. So, pause. Let's go ahead and look up some spells, right? So let's do Detect Thoughts 5e 2024. So let's get the new Detect Thoughts. Oh man, it's tiny text. Okay. You activate one of the effects below until the spell ends. You can activate either effects as a magic action on your later turns. So you have Sense Thoughts. Okay. And Read Thoughts. So straight up, I think I might just take a Mind Flayer ability. So let's go to my monsters. Let's go to the Mind Flayer. Did we already update the Mind Flayer for 2025? No, we did not. Okay. So we have Invade Mind. The Mind Flayer knows the surface level thoughts. Yeah, let's just take Invade Mind and work that in. So we're going to go Control C. Let's go ahead and add an action. We'll call this one Invade Mind. Control V. And this is going to be 10 spaces. This is going to be 12 psychic damage. Actually, you know what? We might just take that away. Let's just make it Detect Thoughts. So yeah, we'll do this. So we'll do Control C. Go back to this. Detect Thoughts. Okay. Get rid of that. Put that there instead. Intelligence save. Failure. What the heck? Did y'all hear that car skirting outside? That was insane. That was so loud. Alright, so yeah, let's say intelligence save. Failure. The Mind Flayer. Whoops. Let's say the Arch HAG. The Arch HAG knows the surface level thoughts they're thinking at the moment. Let's say the target. The surface level thoughts the target is thinking. There we go. At the moment, and the target has disadvantage on attacks made against it until the end of its next turn. Oh, wait, actually, we might have to just make this as a condition. Yeah, so we'll just say, I don't know, intelligence save, and then we'll do the failure part. Boom. Trying to figure out the right way to format things in here. Boom. Boom. The Mind Flayer, which we said the Arch HAG. The Arch HAG knows the surface level thoughts they're thinking at the moment, and the target's disadvantage on attacks made. Okay, so then we'll say for this, the Arch HAG attempts to read the thoughts of a single target. Sure, we'll try that. I'll try that. I can hear those tires. Okay, you heard that? Okay, all you heard that. That was loud. That was loud. Like, why would you do that? Why? Okay. So we have detect thoughts. Technically, there's dimension door, dispel magic, hypnotic pattern, mass suggestion, modify memory, and plane shift. We're immediately gonna run a YouTube poll to figure this out. All right, get ready, YouTube chat. We're running a poll. Start a poll. Here we go. Do we include all of the spells? Yes, no, start. Do we include all of the spells or just a few? It's in your hands, YouTube chat. All 10 of you guys. I'm down, honestly, for just doing a few. That's what I'm down for. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Oh, we got 3 votes. 3 votes. All right, YouTube chat. Oh, now we're down to 50-50. We're at 4 votes. We're at 4 out of 10 votes. 5 votes. Oh, 4 votes. 5 votes. We're at 60% no, 40% yes. That's half the viewers. They've submitted their thoughts. Oh, man. I'm going to give it a few more seconds. Let's give it 30 more seconds. 30 more seconds, and then we're going to make up our mind. It's looking like no, we should not include every single spell in the stat block. Because honestly, it is a lot. Because we have Detect Thoughts, Dimension Door, Dispel Magic, Hypnotic Pattern, Mass Suggestion, Modify Memory, and Plane Shift. And they would all have to be accounted for. All right, 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, let's press end poll. No, we should not include all of the spells. Let's include one from each kind of category, right? So we have Detect Thoughts. I don't know that we need any of the other kind of thought-provoking ones. We have Mass Suggestion. I think that's thematically relevant. Dispel Magic, I wouldn't be opposed to. I think we're going to do Dispel Magic, Detect Thoughts, and then maybe the 2 a day we'll add in the Apex features. How about that? So let's actually do Detect Thoughts. Let's do Dispel Magic. Let's try that. So let's pull up the spell. So Dispel Magic 5e 2024, because we want the new version of the spell. Let's see what we got. Choose one creature, object, or magical effect within range. Any ongoing spell of level 3 or lower on the target ends. For each ongoing spell of level 4 or higher on the target, make an ability check using your spellcasting ability. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we'll figure out a way. We'll figure out a way. We'll do it. Okay, so boom. We're gonna call this Dispel Magic. Did I spell Dispel wrong? It's just one L. Nice. Okay. Choose one creature, object, or magical effect within range. Within range. So what's the range? 120 feet. What did we say that was? 24 spaces? Within 24 spaces. That's crazy. So within 24 spaces. Any ongoing spells... Actually, how would this work in DC20, right? Because there's not spell levels. You just have mana points. Any ongoing spell of level 3 or lower on the target ends. What was the highest version of that? You automatically end a spell on the target if the spell's level is equal to or less than the level of spell slot you used. Let's see. We don't want to overcomplicate this because this is for the GM. So let's just say any ongoing spell on the target ends. For each ongoing spell, make an ability check using a plus a spell on a successful test. The spell ends. Okay, so let's actually make it. Let's make it that. So let's say choose one creature, object, or magical effect within 24 spaces. So we'll say spell attack versus blah blah blah, success blah blah blah, failure blah blah blah. Let's try that. Let's do it that way. Let's do that. Boom, boom. Because you got to roll. You got to roll if you're going to cast magic. Range spell attack versus MD. If you're doing a spell attack and it's a condition, are all spell effects conditions? Maybe a contested check? I'm starting to think maybe a contested check. Range spell attack versus targets. Mystical save. And then we'll say whoops, not 120. 24 spaces. Okay. So failure. Failure, any ongoing spell on the target ends. For each ongoing spell of level 4 or higher, blah, 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 the spell ends. Honestly, it can just be as simple as that. It's a dynamic attack roll. No? I think so. Am I having to look up the rules of dynamic attack rolls again? Yes. Dynamic attack. Let's see. It's called a dynamic attack save. The provoking creature makes it... Wait, that would mean damage. There's no damage. Yeah, there's no damage from this attack. It's just dispelling magic. So no, not a dynamic attack save. But it is an attack hit. Hold on. Spell game features such as maneuvers, techniques, and spells both deal damage and impose an effect on its target. This triggers what is called a dynamic attack save. The provoking creature makes an attack check or spell check at the same time that the target makes its save. The provoking creature's check is compared against the target's defense to determine if the target takes damage, and the target's save is compared against the provoking creature's save DC to determine if the target is subjected to the effect. But there's no damage. Yeah, there's no damage. Also, how would you have a roll-off if the hag used Dispel Magic on an object and not a creature, right? The creature can have a roll-off, but the object, let's say it's a door, it can't roll back. So, I'm thinking... I don't know. I don't know. Sounds more like a spell check, not a spell attack. Okay. Probably ranged spell attack versus physical defense. Ranged spell check versus target physical defense. I swear next session I'm probably going to start using this instead of making my own monsters every time. Wild how far this website has come. You do amazing work, Swordplay. I appreciate it. Most of this work is Manic though. Manic is the one that's gotten DC Crit to be chef's kiss. Especially now that we're probably going to have an update soon with the new defenses. And I guess now we're going to have to start including elemental defense reduction, which I'm slowly wishing damage reduction would just go away. Because I feel like at higher levels, it doesn't make much of a difference. But we'll see. We'll see. Any ongoing spell... range spell check. True Manic equals Superman. Man, speaking of Superman. Check this out. Check that background out. Look at that. Look at that. Can you tell what movie I am super excited for? I'm so excited for that movie. So dispel magic. Ranged spell check versus target physical defense. 24 spaces. Failure. Any ongoing spell on the target ends. I think we're just going to leave it at that. I think that's the way to do it. McCloudy Gaming is here and says, well. Spell check versus save DC. And for objects... What is honking outside? What in the world? No, I don't want to. It's a bus. Okay. Spell check versus save DC. And for objects, save DC could be 10 plus mana spent to put the spell on the object. What? Hold on. Let me reread that. I'm struggling. I'm not really sure why you need damage reduction and resistances. That's where I'm at. I was a big fan of the damage reduction concept until I realized how much my players hate it. My players hate damage reduction. They feel like it doesn't really do anything. I mean, it's nice at low levels, but the higher you get, the more it's like, oh, we removed 1 point. Woo. And they can't just be merged together, because one can be overcome and one can't. I don't even have damage reduction at my table. It did go away. You know what? I might, maybe I might do that. I'll have my players do a vote, but I'm really becoming a less and less of a fan of damage reduction. Not so much where it's like cold 1, where it's like if you take 4 cold damage, reduce it by 1. I'm not opposed to that, but like the PDR and MDR, I kind of want that to just go away. Resistance cannot be ignored or bypassed. Yeah. I like resistance. That's what I'm thinking. I like resistance. The damage reduction feels useless. All right, we said we need one more spell, right? So we have Detect Thoughts, we have Dispel Magic, and I honestly think that's okay. We have a Spectral Claw, we have a Crackling Wave, we have Detect Thoughts. The other ones we'll just add later. As far as attack enhancements go, let's see. Oh, we do have one that we can put. We have a bonus action, which I automatically just put down. So we're going to call this Witch Strike. Let's see if this one also got sent. Yeah. Okay, so boom. Witch Strike. Each creature cursed by the HAG. Boom. And within 60 feet, 12 spaces. 12 spaces of it takes... Golly. Yeah, that would just be 12 lightning damage. All right. That's an attack enhancement. That has a bonus action. Okay, so that's if you're cursed, though. Okay. I might have to do a poll for that one. True, there is a slight mechanical difference, but I'm not yet convinced that difference is useful enough to justify it. That's me. Me and my table, we'll learn it, and we'll be like, oh, okay, that's why it's in the game. And then, like, 3 weeks later, we'll be like, what is the purpose of it again? Finding out that Coach helped Mr. Rex do his damage reduction system for 5e makes so much sense. You can see the DNA in there as in DC20. Oh, I did not know that. I'll have to do some research in that. All right, guys, let's do another YouTube poll. Let's do this. I'm going to start a poll. How much damage for cursed creatures? This is specifically for Witch Strike. 12 lightning damage for if you're cursed, or 6. So, this isn't an attack enhancement that you can just slap on. This is an attack enhancement that you can slap on for each cursed creature. So, they've already taken 12 damage, either from the crackling wave, or give them 6 more. Trying to have more polls than Coach had in the previous live stream, I see. Oh, man. That was a wild night. All the names, it kept being either tied or like a 3-way tie. It was wild. There were so many polls, dude. But hey, at least we got something that wasn't point defense. All right, let's end the poll. 12 points is the winner? All right, if you're cursed, get Shrek'd, loser. The curse only lasts a turn, so 12. Dang, I guess that's fair. Let's see, are there any other enhancements we want to add? We could add power, we could add slow. Maybe poison? Burn. I could see burn. Impair, hinder, shock, sap, infect, and it is level 20. That's true. We already have the prone condition. I'm glad it wasn't point. Yeah. I was anti-point. I didn't mind area. I was fine with area. It was just point defense that I loathed. I did not like point defense. I was like, okay, but there's mana points, there's stamina points, and when you say, what's your point defense, it makes it sound like you're just pointing. But hey, that's not it. It's now precision defense, which I'm okay with. Honestly, I think I might add the poison or burn. I think I'm gonna add poison. So +1 poison, physical save. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do 1 for poison. So we got, whoa! I don't want to print anything. What the heck? Okay. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Is DC crit okay? Uh-oh, everything is highlighting. Uh-oh. I'm gonna save the draft. Just in case. Oof. Yeah, let's refresh. I never got the point. Ha, you're funny. Okay, hold on. My scroll wheel is adjusting. What just happened? What just happened? Are we good? Are we still live? Okay, this is working now. Okay. Are we good to type poison? Honestly, I might have to drop Opera GX. I like it, but it's been giving me some issues recently. Poison, Control V. It should be a physical save. Physical save. Failure. Boom. The target is poisoned for 1 minute. DC10, repeated save. Ha. Alright, reactions. We do have a reaction, and this one's called Tongue Twister. And I'm pretty sure I've already converted this. I should have. Come on. Come on. It's not in here? Are you kidding me? Okay. Tongue Twister. The hag casts Counterspell in response to the spell's trigger, using the same spellcasting ability as the spellcaster. If the target fails its saving throw, it is cursed until the end of its next turn. Until the curse ends, the target can't cast the spell with a verbal component, and when it speaks, it says the opposite of what it means. Brave. Brave equals win. I got the point defense in a sci-fi setting. Point defense lasers. I still don't know if I get it. But just didn't sound intuitive. Even if I'll pretty much always just call it PD. Yeah. My table, like one person says PD and MD, but then everyone else says, what's your physical defense? What's your mystical defense? What's your precision? What's your area? I'll just drop the defense. What's your precision? What's your area? It's just clean. Okay, so I didn't convert this for a reason, and I'm guessing it's because of the counterspell part. Counterspell's not in DC20. You have spell duels. So that means we need to add the spell duel thing. Where is it? We have spellcaster. Okay, so there we go. So we need to take this, and we need to copy this over and paste it in our features. Oops, nope, that's our actions, our features. Yeah, there we go. Boom! This is called Spellcaster, the creature. Whoops. Why did it... There we go. Alright, so the Arch Hag. The Arch Hag can't make opportunity attacks, but can engage in spell duels using their blank action. They have a +X bonus whenever taking part in a spell duel. Let's say they'll engage in a spell duel with their Spectral Claw. Yeah, so we'll say with their using their ... Spectral Claw. They have a +X bonus when taking part in a spell duel. I think I'm just going to get rid of that. They already have bonuses enough. Oh, wait. Yeah, no name. Spellcaster. Boop. There we go. Okay. So we got boom, 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 boom. We don't have a reaction. Our reaction became our feature. I'm okay with that. All right, and now for our Apex features. We have 3 uses, 4 in a layer. Immediately after another, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so we got Hag Swipe. It's kind of a funny name. Okay, so we got Hag Swipe. The Hag makes 1 Spectral Claw attack. Hag's Swipe. The Hag makes 1 Spectral Claw attack. Okay. We got another one. All right, we need to put a cost with this though. 1, I guess. All right, next up we got Malicious Magic. Malicious Magic. All right, let's see. Boom. Whoa, don't want to add another. There we go. The HAG, capital HAG, boom, uses spell casting to cast Dimension Door or Hypnotic Pattern. The HAG can't take this action again until the start of their next turn. The HAG can't take this action again until the start of the next turn. Okay, let's say... how hard is Dimension Door to convert over? That's the real question. Dimension Door 5e 2024. Because there is a difference. You teleport to a location within range. Okay. So we'll say you spell the HAG cast Dimension Door. The HAG can't take this action again until the start of its next turn. Okay, so we'll call this 1. Actually, we'll call this 2. And then we'll just wing this. So we'll say Dimension Door. And we'll control V. Oops. Then let's copy the spell over and then just tear it apart. So it's got a range of 500 feet. Jeez Louise. Dimension Door. The HAG teleports to a location within 500 spaces. That would be what? 100 spaces, right? Within 100 spaces. Let's see. Dun dun. It arrives at exactly the spot desired. It can be a place you can see, one you can visualize, or one you can describe by stating distance and direction, such as 200 feet straight downward. So that would be oh my gosh. Guys, I'm struggling with math right now. Don't judge me. I'm getting a calculator. That'd be 40. So 40. So 40 spaces. Straight downward, or 300. Oh gosh. That'd be what, 60? Yeah. Or 60 spaces. Or 60 spaces upward to the northwest at a 45-degree angle. Jeez Louise. You can also teleport to one willing creature. The creature must be within 5 feet of you, so aka 1 space of you when you teleport, and it teleports to a space within 1 space. Okay, 1 space of your destination space. If you, the other creature, or both would arrive in a space occupied by a creature or completely filled by one or more objects, you and any creature traveling with you each take 4d6 damage, and the teleportation fails. 4d6. Let's just go ahead and just say 12. 12 psionic damage. Boom, how about that? And then to double make sure that we know that this is the spell. Oops. Boom. There we go. Just like that. Just like that. Now we're going to preview our draft. Oh, right. We forgot to do this. Okay. Close preview. We gotta fix this. We gotta fix our table, and then we'll be done with the HAG, guys. Then we'll be done. There we go, there we go, there we go. Okay. It got really dark in here. The bones of the HAG's first love. Golly. The bones of the HAG's first love. Number 2. A devil's tear. A devil's tear. Okay. A devil's tear, an egg with a miniature castle inside. An egg with a miniature castle inside. A flower that blooms only when time stops. A flower that blooms only when time stops. Number 5, a gift from the HAG's twin. A gift from the HAG's twin. Number 6, I know it's off screen. We're gonna finish it up. Don't worry. Number 6, the multiverse's worst pun. Hey guys, speaking of puns, why was the cannibal? Why did the cannibal eat the tightrope walker? One of the HAG's missing teeth. Snow from the top of the highest mountain. Because he wanted a balanced meal. Ha ha ha. A star pulled from the sky. And then number 10, a thread from the Lady of Pain's robes. A thread from the Lord of Pain robes. I don't know. We'll just say that for now. I mean, if we're gonna be that close, let's just say the Lady of Pain. Lady of Pain's robes. Okay. Save draft. Close draft. Oops. Edit draft. Publish. Guys. It's done. It's over. Well, lurk time is over. I was mopping, but you can me a bit to think. Help. Lurk time is over. I was mopping, but you gave me a bit to think about for next session. I appreciate the stream. I got you. Okay. Have a good night, Team Tori. Have a good night. Guys, we did it. We made the HAG. We finally got through it. Man, it took a little bit. Oh my gosh. Upcoming monsters include assassins, awakened plants, axe beats, Azers. I think that's how you say it. Oh, you know what the next one's gonna be? Next one for sure. Next one is for sure going to be a Baylor. Level 20 one-shot win. Honestly, I kinda wanna see what that's like. If you actually, you know what? Screw it. Let's do it. Let's do something real quick. We're not straight up gonna do a one-shot right now, but I'll tell you what we will do. We will open up Foundry, build a level 20 character right now, and see what that gets us. Let's do that. All right, so I'm launching Foundry. We're gonna build a DC20 character to kind of get an idea of like, okay, if there's like 4 or 5 of these guys, okay, yeah. I don't even know if we can go up to level 20 in Foundry, but we're about to find out. I'm just getting a few things logged in. Logged in as the game master. Join. Okay, so I might have to fix this a little bit. Okay. Yeah. All right. Let's see. Let's go. Boom. 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 Okay. Boom. Look at this Foundry window. Oh my gosh, it's so rectangular. I don't know if we'll be able to do this properly. We're gonna try though. We're gonna try. All right, let's go to a character. Let's open the character creation wizard. That's center of the screen enough. Okay, yeah. Let's call this level 20 test. So we're just gonna goof around, right? We're just gonna 1, 2, 3, right? So we got 1, 0, 1, 2, 1, -1, 3, 2, 1, -1. Okay, sure. And we'll say those are our saves. We'll put next. I don't know. We'll just be basic. We'll go with a human. Just regular beta background. Let's go with what do we call the fighter now? The champion. Let's go with the champion. Oh yeah, we gotta pick a weapon, right? We get 3 weapons or shields, 1 ranged weapon. Okay. So as far as armor goes, let's go ahead and get armor. How about that? So let's weapon type melee. Sword. Yeah, just give me a great sword. So we got that. All right, now give me a weapon. Give me one that's ranged. Boom. Give me a longbow. Boom. And then give me equipment. Give me novice light armor. Boom. Sure, we'll say that. We'll close out of that. Finish. You gain the following benefits. You gain these. Apply. And I get things to spend. Apply. I get maneuvers. All right, let's just take the first 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, close. Apply advancement. All right, we get to pick a technique. Let's just pick the first one. Boom. Apply. We have attribute points to spend. Boom. Boom. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Finish. Okay. All right, let's see. Hi, mate. Finally got your hands on Foundry? I did. I haven't run a game in it yet, but I'm slowly learning it. Right now, we're gonna try to make a level 20 character, just to see, 1, if it can, and 2, what the stats are gonna be like. But real quick, let's equip some stuff, right? Let's equip. Yeah, let's add those. Boom, boom, boom. Add them to the front page. There we go. Okay, let's level up. So let's go 1. Always go martial, because why not? Maneuver. We already picked the first 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now we're gonna go add impair. Boom. Apply. Now we get another technique. This is our second one. Heroic bash. Boom. Apply. Attribute point to spend. Oops. Boom. Boom. Finish. All right. Let's go up a level. Level 3. Let's pick our Paragon. Sure. Boom. I have to pick which one we want. What? Hold on. This advancement can be applied. I gotta pick one talent. Champion's Resolve. Apply. Now we get a technique. This will be our third one. Let's get Heroic Leap. Boom. Apply. What else is there? Oh. Boom! 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 Level 4. I get a talent point. Advancement must provide at least one item. I did. I picked the Marshal. Okay. You want me to pick Spellcaster this time? Must provide at least one item. What are you talking about? Drop feature on the advancement. Drop feature on that advancement to add it as your talent. What are you talking about? What does this mean? Attribute point left to spend. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, so guys, at level 20, it's saying I'm going to have a base defense of 21. I think we're going to be good with the HAG being at 24, 25, whatever it was. You should add the talent. But like how? You've acquired a talent. Drop feature on that advancement to add it as your talent. Apply advancement. Okay. I don't know. All right. Let me boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. I'm just applying these. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, I can't. Boom. All of this should be max. I don't know why that's all like that. And there we go. Give me all my points. 27 rest points. Yeah, let me just make this 27. I just want to see what the stats are going to be like. And we can see. I'm sure there's other things to apply, but I'll be like, yeah. Only 37 health. Hold on now. I got 41. I got 41 health. Thank you very much. Book. You said book. Book. Okay. I'm at book. What do I do now? You should add the talent. All right, I'm at the book. I'm waiting on instructions from Maxim because I like this character creator, but it's not always intuitive to me. Unless there's a different book I can be looking at. This is the book. It says features, techniques, spells, effects, journal, inventory, and core. I meant you should have added the talent by pressing the book icon in the top right corner. Oh, well, I mean, so I can level down, level back up, but when I do that, this is what it does. It brings up all of these things from all these other classes. Unless all of these are a talent. So I just take the talent from another class? Go back to level 3 and level up again? Oh my god. Level down, level down, level down, level down. Okay. I'm at level 3. Select your Paragon talent. Alright, I've selected my talent. It says 0. Okay. Do I press apply advancement? Because I have no more talent to spend right here. Right now, it doesn't provide any filters for what you can take at each level. It gives you all. That I don't like. I'm going to press apply advancement. So this is my talent. Now I get a technique. So I'm going to take heroic leap. Okay. I'm going to apply advancement. You become stronger. So I'm going to boom, 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 boom. I got to take some away. Boom, 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 boom. Gotta take them away because of the boom, 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 boom. Oh my gosh. How am I at 30? How do I go back to just being untrained? No, just I think we got the point. We saw what the defense goes up to. We saw what the attack check goes up to. I think we're good. Oh, man. Foundry is a lot of fun. I like it, but it's got some work. It's definitely no D&D Beyond. And VTTs aren't my favorite, but we'll see. I'm excited to try it out some more. I'm a big fan of Owlbear Rodeo. I think that's the best. That's the best one. And then D&D Maps is a close second. All of the other ones have too much for me to keep up with and can get a little too complicated. But I will be a Roll20 hater till the day I die. I will hate Roll20. If Roll20 has no haters, I'm dead. That's me. That's me as far as that goes. All right, guys. Well, we saw the point. That character creator. It's getting there. I like it. It's getting there. It's not super intuitive. Definitely could use an instructions page. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Once again, if you want to join this monster building community and submit your monsters for the viewer monster stream where I review your monsters, !! Discord in the chat to join the Swordplay and Sorcery Discord server. If you want to get one of your Swordplay and Sorcery hats, ! Merch in the chat to get a Swordplay and Sorcery hat. Guys, I did get dark at your place. What? Oh, it did get dark. Yeah, the sun went down. It is now dark. It is now nighttime here in Texas. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you later. Goodbye.